Hi, it's Lee from coloringqueen.net, and I want to share with you today Jasmine Becket-Griffith's colouring book. Now, the great thing about colouring, I think, is not only is it relaxing, and not only can we be creative, be a kid again, and just have lots of fun, but we also get to enjoy artwork that perhaps we couldn't afford to buy the original of. And that's what exactly I mean with Jasmine Becket-Griffith. She's been an artist for a long time, and she does this most beautiful fantasy work. My husband has forbidden me to get rid of this book. He loves the images in it, which he doesn't usually when I show him one of my treasures. But this allows us to take part in an art world that most of us can't afford to have an original Jasmine Becket-Griffith painting, in our homes, but we can afford the colouring book and we can colour it the way that we want to. So colouring has given us a lot of things, and for this it's given us an opportunity. So inside the lovely black cover is a picture of Jasmine Becket-Griffith. That's her over there, and she actually looks a lot like, I think, her little whimsical girls that she paints. Now, there's nothing to colour here and nothing to colour on the sort of like craft paper card cover, so we'll just put that away. And then we've got the paper. Now, this is not bright white paper, it's like an off-white paper. So a bit of an introduction from the artist, and now we get into it. So on one page we have the drawing of the fantasy art, and this is, good quality paper, but if you're going to use wet mediums, remember no colouring book is designed for wet mediums. Only artist paper is designed for that. So always pop in your trusty piece of card, or in the back of a cereal box or something like that, just to protect that page below from dents from your pencils or from wet media. And on the side here we've got a bit of history about the actual drawing. So this one's called The World, and it's based on a drawing called The World, which was an acrylic painting where she collaborated with some of her artistic friends to do a tarot card nautical deck. So this is a picture of a girl holding a picture of the world, and there's dangers afoot and sea monsters around. I love the eyelashes on this girl. I wish I had eyelashes like that in real life. This is a Sanura, again based on an acrylic painting, and she's an Egyptian princess. And she's got her gorgeous pussycat there as well. Just really, really lovely drawings. This is the Clockwork Dragonling, and this piece was sold at DragonCon 2014 art show, and it was created for the Hyatt Regency Atlanta. So there's a little bit of history about the painting that this actual colouring book image grew out of, and that is super cute. She's got little fairy wings. I love the way that the illustrations are bordered. It's very, very nice, but like most artists, they tend to cut off elements of the picture, and I guess that's just beautiful artwork. This is the illustration from the cover of this book, which is called Paisley. And it's like a little sweet hippie fairy. This is Pipistrello, and it's Italian for bat, and it's an illustration for a short story written by Amber Logan, and it's also in her art book called Blue Angel. So if you Google those things, you should see what the original acrylic paintings of these look like. And she's just gorgeous. I love those eyelashes. Kill for those eyelashes. This is Alice and Snow White. So there's Alice in Wonderland and there's Snow White, and we've got the Cheshire Cat. So very, very cute. Durga and the Tiger. It's inspired by a Hindu goddess called Durga, who's often depicted riding on a tiger. This is Owlin in Autumn, and it's one of her owl fairy characters. I love the way she's given this background, you know, because then that means that you can look up the pictures and see what the original artwork is like, and that might give you some inspiration. But it's just nice. It's like when you buy a recipe book and they give you a little bit of commentary with it, not just the ingredients and whatnot. Now this is Perched and Sat and Nothing More, and it's from a line in the Edgar Allan Poe's 1845 poem The Raven. Once Upon a Midnight Dreary, and again inspiration from Edgar Allan Poe's poem The Raven. This is The Whispered Word, Lenore, and again The Raven from Edgar Allan Poe is the classic line from Sign of Our Parting, and again the raven is the inspiration for that illustration. And here we've got 4 little paintings, so 2 cute dragonlings. So for those dragon lovers amongst us, I know you're out there. Murray Masquerade, so Marie Antoinette, Oaken Mead, and Pink Lightning. So they're really super cute. They make nice little note cards. So Quoth the Raven, which is again a line from Edgar Allan's poem The Raven. And this is Pretty Pirate Polly, and she certainly is pretty. I love her hair, it's fantastic. This is Captain Molly Morgan. And this is the Princess of Bones. Man, she's certainly collecting bones, isn't she? This is Scavengers. And she wanted to have a cyberpunk feel to this one. And yeah, I am detecting a little bit of, you know, cyberpunk. Not a huge amount, I must say, but we all have different interpretations. So Lily is one of her debut paintings for the Fairy Convention, FairyCon in Baltimore. Now you certainly learn something new every day. I had no idea that there was a fairy convention. So maybe one day I'll go to the fairy convention too. This is Sunchild and Moonchild. And this is Angel of Starlight. And she's gorgeous. And this is Princess with a Maine Coon cat. I tell you what, I would love one of those Maine Coon cats. I've seen them on the internet. They're absolutely gorgeous. They're giant, fluffy little balls. And I always say I think I'd be better at colouring if I had a cat, because everyone seems to have a cat sitting on their coloured pages or in their pencil boxes, and I don't have a cat. I think I need a cat, a Maine Coon cat. This is Amara and the book, and again she's gorgeous. There's nothing written in the book, but you could always write your own things. This is the Scarecrow, and we've got this cute little cat. Sort of looks like a sculpture. And we've got some smaller drawings again, and these I think would make lovely little note cards. So we've got the Black Orchid Fairy, the Darling Dragon, the Darling Dragonling number 4, the Golden Butterflies, and the Iris Enchantment. I love the names. This is Sea Beacon, and while we see a lot of fairy mermaids, we never see sort of fairies getting out into the sea, so this is something different. Poppy Magic. The artist apparently loves poppies and could paint them endlessly, so this fairy has been surrounded by poppies. This is Loup-Garou Blanche Neige, so it's French for werewolves. Very cute though. And this is again French, And it's another one of the werewolf in style paintings. This is the Dress of Storms. It's a gothic fairy creature. And this is Angel with Emeralds. A Candle in the Dark. We've got her candle over there. She's surrounded by skulls. And look at the little pouty mouth on her with those whopping big eyelashes. The Wicked Witch and Glinda. I love The Wizard of Oz, so naturally I'm going to really like that image. And this is Halloween Twilight. So a nice one for Halloween to have on your wall. This is Absinthe Fairy Butterflies. So the absinthe is that green drink that gives you hallucinations. This is Skeleton Magic, and it's another Halloween painting. This is the Mermaid Eclipse. Last time we had a fairy in the water, this time it's a mermaid. And we've got some smaller images as well, the Pale Medusa, and she's got all the snakes in her hair like Medusa. The Sick Rose, and the Wolf Moon, she seems very fond of wolves, and the Rose Fairy. And here we've got Alison Clockwork, so based on Alice in Wonderland with a bit of steampunk thrown in. Daydreams and Frogs. And the Hawaiian Volcano Fairy with the volcano in the background. Alana, which is a portrait of one of the girls from her Strangeling book. And Flora, which is the goddess of flowers, and she's certainly surrounded by flowers. Fauna, of course, the goddess of animals. And Eve and Rib, that's funny. So the Clockwork Fairy Eve, and the animated pewter skeleton is Rib. And apparently this is a sequel to the Strangeling book. And that's the end of that beautiful book. On the back are some partially illustrated thumbnails so that you can see how gorgeous these images look when they're coloured in. Really, really stunning book, beautiful images, and they're the sort that look sort of really simple down here, and then when you see them coloured and blended and everything else, you realise how difficult these simplistic type drawings are to bring to life. And just a beautiful book to have. So thank you very much for watching this review. If you enjoyed it, please like the video, and I hope you subscribe to the channel and check out my blog at coloringqueen.net. See you next time, and happy colouring!